Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Curly Beauty, and if you are new, hey boo, welcome to the gang. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna get straight into this video so y'all don't be like, what the is this girl wearing on her face? Tarte actually had came out with another foundation collection. Tarte in the past released foundation and not everybody was satisfied with the color range and everything, and I never brought it when they first launched, so like this is my first time buying it. They launched it a second time and I finally brought this baby right now, so we will see how this looks on my face. And I'm basically going to do one side with my brush. I'm going to blend it with my brush, and then one side with a wet beauty blender. So I will show you guys that. I got this Morphe Beauty Blender today at Ulta, and I also got, well, I used this Real Techniques buffing brush for my foundation. So I just thought, you know, I'll just do one side with the beauty blender and then another side with the Real Techniques brush just to blend it out and everything, because I heard different feedback. I heard that this foundation that Tarte just released works better if you use a beauty blender, but I'm used to using my brushes, so I just want to compare both the sides just to make sure you know how it is. This is the foundation. This is what the hype is going on right now. It is full coverage, a flawless natural matte finish, and infinite likes, okay? So we will see. The consistency of it is actually supposed to mimic, or it actually is supposed to be the same exact formula as their Tarte Shape Tape concealer. So that's what they kind of made their foundation off of. It's like basically the same formula. So I'm going to test this bad boy out, and I'm going to stop looking like a ghost so I won't scare you guys away. I got the shade medium tan golden, so let's try this out. I already primed my face and I used the MAC strobe cream all over my face, and then I went in with this NYX color correcting palette, so that's why I kind of look ghostly. I just put that in my highlighting areas to brighten me up, you know, so that's why I look like this. But let's go ahead and go in, and I'm just going to swatch this on the back of my hand just so you guys can see it, and this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to, the consistency is very creamy, so that's a win. And I was very nervous with this foundation, honestly guys, because when I was trying to find my shade in the store, I thought I found a perfect shade, but it did oxidize. I had to pick out like 5 foundation bottles just because it kept oxidizing. So I just want to warn you guys right now, if you are interested in purchasing, make sure you try it on at the store, walk around for about 30 minutes, and then see what the color is, especially on my darker women and women of color, because this did oxidize on me in the store, but we finally found, I guess, the perfect shade, so we will see what's up. And I'm just going to pump this. Oh shoot, I'm only doing a half of my face, so I'm gonna just pump this, and I'm going to use my Real Techniques buffing brush to apply this foundation. Okay, all right, so I know it looks a little light. That was my biggest concern. But since this does oxidize, I just thought, you know, I should probably try to go a little lighter rather than darker. And this is like the perfect winter color, only because I get a little orange in the spring or summer. So, you know, I was like, you know what, this is not that bad of a winter color. This will probably be my winter foundation if, you know, it turns out looking right. So it is full coverage, I can tell you guys right away. I noticed though with my brush, you can kind of like still see my black circles. I don't know if you guys can see, but I can kind of see my black circles, so I can still see them a little bit. And that's the only problem I'm having, so maybe a beauty blender is the best to blend this out with. Sorry guys, I didn't zoom in so you guys can see it. I'm just taking this and just blending it right on. Oh, excuse. So it may look a little light, but don't let that scare you away, only because this did oxidize on me in the store, so it was already really hard to find my shade. When I tried to go dark, I ended up looking really dark like 30 minutes later, and I was looking orange. I have a yellow undertone, so I was having some trouble. I'm just warning you guys if you are interested in purchasing this foundation. So you can kind of see it actually does not look that bad. It may look a little like weird on camera, but I promise you in person it does not look that bad at all. I'm actually really happy with how it's looking, and this is my first time using another foundation. I'm always using MAC, so yay to me for trying another company. And I also like to get under my neck. So I don't know, guys, how do you guys feel about it? I think it looks okay, but if I were you guys, I would definitely go lighter before you go darker, because if this oxidized on me, and you know, it may oxidize on you, I don't know, I definitely would try to check it out and wear it around for a little bit at the store before purchasing. It does dry very, very quickly. Very quickly. So I can kind of say it does remind me of the Shape Tape concealer. It also smells like it has the same smell as well. But it does dry really, really quickly. So make sure you work fast. Like, you can't even joke around with this stuff. This is kind of what it's looking like right now. It actually looks really good. Like, it looks really good. I don't know what you guys are seeing, but it looks really good to me. It doesn't look that bad. And I'm just going to go in on the other side, and I'm going to use my Beauty Blender. And I'm going to wet this first. This is the Morphe Beauty Blender. And it looks like, I think it was about like $7 at Ulta. So I kind of went on a little Ulta haul today. I was so hyped. I haven't been there. Actually, I have. I've been there like every single day, just because I didn't know, you know, what to get. So this is what the Beauty Blender looks like from Morphe. I love it because you can really get up in your crevices. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and wet this, and we're gonna come back and do the other side. Okay, babe, so I'm back, and I'm so close. I'm sorry, but we still got my one side, and this is the other side. So yes, I do have a yellow undertone, and I think this goes really good with it. Oh, I just dropped my phone, bitch. Okay, so I'm just going to blend this foundation. I don't know. Let's try to blend it with a Beauty Blender. Oh my god, yes, I'm getting so much coverage with the Beauty Blender. Wow. Beauty Blender is going to be my thing now. I am getting so much more coverage. And if it's not to your desired amount, you can go back in and add some more. Like I said, this is a full coverage foundation, so you know, you can go back. Oh freak, okay, I messed up my eye look. You can go back in and, you know, add some more if you want to, or to your desired amount. I'm kind of just pumping like 2 things, a foundation and then applying it. And you want to work really, really fast with this stuff, only because it dries really, really fast. If you do have the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, which is my favorite concealer ever, you know that it dries really fast. So this foundation is basically the same exact thing. It dries really, really quickly. So just work very quick. It's definitely giving me more coverage with the Beauty Blender. I can tell you guys that right now. I'm loving the finished look of it. I know I'm looking a little yellow, but I promise you guys, like, it looks fine in person. I actually really like this color. I'm so proud of myself for stepping out and using another foundation, because I've been using MAC for about a good, since, you know, 2016, let's say that. I've been using MAC since 2016, and I have nothing against MAC, so it's still my favorite ever, but you know, I am trying to expand and, you know, grow my makeup collection and see what's for me and what's not. So I just thought, you know, I might as well try it out. So yeah, I know some people said that they were canceling Tarte, but I just decided to give them a chance only because, you know, I'm new to this trying new beauty products thing, so I can't even judge a thing. But ooh, this wig is falling off, girl. Oh my. So I'm sorry that you guys have to witness such a wig, but we will fix her eventually. Okay guys, so I definitely got some more coverage on this side. As you can see, it's definitely a lot of coverage. I know it looks a little yellow right now on camera, but it does blend in. If I had to be the judge, I definitely would choose the Beauty Blender side. It gave it a lot more coverage than I thought. Even though I love working with brushes, it definitely looks a little more thinner. I mean, I could still keep applying some on, but you know, I still kind of see through my skin. But on this side, it's definitely fuller coverage. So is this a pass for me? I'm waiting on it, waiting to see if it's going to start oxidizing, because it could look one way right now, but you know, another way later. So I'm just gonna let this set for a little bit, and I'm just gonna finish the rest of my face on camera, and hopefully that'll give me enough time to like see if this oxidizes and everything. So stay tuned for that if you want to see how I complete the rest of the face. I usually highlight my face with this LA Pro Girl concealer in the shade Pure Beige, and I go under my eyes and on my forehead and basically all the highlighting areas on my face. And I like using the brush applicator on this concealer because it's very simple and it's an easy and smooth application. So, and I like to clean up under my under eye, as you can see. I usually don't use a beauty blender to blend out my highlight, but I really like the way that it looked on my foundation, so I decided to blend out my concealer with this beauty blender from Morphe. And I think I'm going to start doing this, and the sponge is still wet, just in case you were wondering. So I am using a wet sponge to blend out the concealer. You always want to set your liquids with a powder, so that's why I'm using this Sacha's Buttercup setting powder in the shade Buttercup Light, and I'm just going over my highlighting areas with this Real Techniques contouring brush, and I use that to apply the powder. And I press in my setting powder. I don't let it sit, I just press it in as I go. I also have to set powder around my mouth because I get really creasy up in there. So just set some powder in areas that you know that you get creasy in. And I'm taking this MAC Pro Longwear pressed powder. I forgot to put this over top of my foundation, so I did miss a step. I'm just going back in with my Real Techniques buffing brush and just going back over. And now I'm taking my Skin Mineralizer by MAC and I'm going over my highlighting areas. And this is like basically a finishing powder to set my highlight. And I'm using a Shani powder brush to do this. So to contour, I use the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in the shade Medium to Dark. And I like to take the lightest shade, and I'm using my new Ulta Beauty blending bronzer brush. And this brush was so soft, y'all. Like, Ulta products are so slept on, but y'all need to get hipped. And I'm definitely going to help you guys out. So you need to go there and get this if you don't have it in your collection. It was so easy, and this was better for me to apply my contour. Like, y'all know in my last video, I was having a hard time applying my contour, but this stuff, perfect, bomb. It was just very, very easy to blend with this brush. That's what I'm saying, like, just super easy. I didn't have to do much. And you can see the colors picking up on my face. And I just got this bronzer from Target. This is Wet n Wild's bronzer, and it's the shade Ticket to Brazil 740A. I will leave everything below just in case, you know, you can't hear me or I sound confusing. And this is just going to warm up my face. And I really, really like this stuff for the quality of it. And the next thing that I'm doing is I'm taking my Sigma blending. I don't know what brush this is because it doesn't say it on the brush anymore. It faded out. But I just took it to contour my nose, and I'm using this NYX setting spray, and I'm using an e.l.f. tapered brush to apply my highlight, and I'm using the MAC Cosmetics Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Snow Flush. So that's what I'm using to highlight my face. Now I'm just cleaning up my bronzer or contour with this concealer that I use, and this is the LA Pro Girl concealer, and this is why I like using the applicator. It's so easy to clean up my contour, so that's what I'm doing. And then I like to blend it out with the Real Techniques buffing brush, and be very careful and take your time with this. And last but not least, I will be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Palette Volume 1. And I'm taking the color 11, I believe. Or it's 8. No, I'm taking the color 8. And I'm just lining my lips with a concealer brush. You can use any concealer brush or, you know, any brush that will help you line your lips. And I'm using MAC Cosmetics Satin Lipstick in the shade Myth. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this on my lips. I like doing an ombre lip. So I apply this lipstick on and I use my finger to like smooth it out. And then I'll go back in the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette and I'll go back over the liner of my lips, as you guys will see. And I could just go back and forth until I like the way that it looks. I'm just finally setting my face with this NYX Cosmetics setting spray. Okay guys, so this is the final result of my look. I just hurried up and did my face. I just put no energy. I just kind of just hurried up because I just wanted to get finished. But this is it. And I did not add a gloss to my lips or anything. I kind of want to add more highlight because I just feel like it's just not enough for me, you know? So, while I am doing that, I just want to say, before you guys cancel Tartes, just give them a shot, you know, just give them a chance. See, you know, if you like it or whatever. And I ended up not liking it in the store only because it kept oxidizing, so I was a little worried. But I actually really, really like it. It really blends in, and this is the final result, guys. Like, when you put your highlight on and everything, it eventually like lightens or brightens you back up. I like it, guys. I really do like it. It's giving me some good vibes. I think it matches with my neck. As long as it matches with my neck and ears, I'm good. But my chest, I can easily cover that up, you know, because my chest is naturally lighter than my face and neck, and I think that's mostly everybody. I'm so happy that I tried a new foundation because I'm reaching out of my comfort zone and I actually ended up liking it. I hope you like this video, babes. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. If you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button once again. And don't forget to turn my post notification bell on so you can always be notified when I post. And I will see you guys in my next video.